Alrighty guys, I'm back and I thought, you know what, I'm on a roll. I'm gonna keep rolling because who knows what tomorrow might bring, right? I am Brandy. Welcome to my channel. If you have not been here before, welcome back. If you're already a subscriber, highly recommend subscribing. I just think it's a good idea for you guys. I think that it'll bring you a lot of joy and stuff, so you should maybe try it. And if you don't like it, then you can always change it back later, right? But we're not going to do that because it's going to be a great time. I have finished something that's so beautiful and brings me so much joy. I just wish that I could just stand up and show you guys. I mean, I guess I could, but it would require me to have to redo the whole camera, everything. You guys, this is gorgeous. We're going to look funny because I got my little fun buns in, but do you guys see this? Do you see it? It is beautiful. I love this so much. And I wore it to the grocery store last week and people were like, I love your scarf. I love your scarf. This is the Wild Oleander hooded scarf. The pattern can be found on Ravelry, also on Etsy, I know. I will place a link below because I've had people asking already, where is the pattern for that, when I was showing it as a work in progress in another video. But it's just a cute, cute, cute project. I love it. It's cozy. This is made with a DK weight yarn. She recommends, I believe that the Red Heart Boutique is a DK weight, and that is what she recommends. She recommends a J hook, which is quite a bit larger than what you would normally use, but I highly recommend it. It gives it a wonderful, beautiful drape. Of course, you can go by whatever gauge you get, but I did use the recommended hook size for a DK weight, or for her pattern, not usually the hook size is like a 4.5 or a 4. Anyway, this is the yarn that I used. It is the Ice Yarns Magic Light. It's just a color changing yarn. Also, I would say this is very similar to the look and feel of like a mandala. Just the color changes are much quicker than what you get in mandala. I think this project would be beautiful made in mandala yarn. I think that would be really good if you wanted to. Some people don't like the boutique. The boutique is a one ply and it is one of those kind of fuzzier one plies. I think it's gorgeous. It's got high sheen. It is no fun to frog. That is something I will say. But maybe you don't like that. You want to try something else. I think any yarn, I think a solid yarn would be perfectly fine with this. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you something else that I'm making. But for this pattern, like I said, it is a paid for pattern. You can find it on Ravelry. You can find it on Etsy. This inspired me to do something else. To keep with the concept, right? Still doing a triangle shawl with a hood. But something I thought would be a little easier. This is an easy pattern. Please do not take what I am saying and think that I am implying that this pattern is hard. It is not. But it is such that you got to kind of look and see what you're supposed to be doing at the time, because there are double crochets, there are half double crochets, single crochets, obviously. There's third loop, half doubles, third loop, doubles. There's third loop, or there's back loop. So there's some different things going on, which gives it a really beautiful texture. And then you've got obviously some rows with some chain spaces, but you get a lot of texture. You get a lot of designs. Now, all that being said, there were things about this pattern that I did not like at all. And I knew when I was doing them, well, one of the things I couldn't bring myself to do it because I started it and I disliked it so badly and I had to stop and frog it out and do it my way. And that is, I just like in the round with crochet, when you're using color changing yarn, especially because it's even more noticeable. It's noticeable, but slip stitch to join and then chain up and start again. I do not like the seam. You get a very, very, very noticeable seam. So I didn't do that. I decided I was just going to crochet in a spiral, which still left a bit of a seam, but only because this hooded portion has a lot of, it's not just like double crochet or whatever. It changes row by row by row. So I'm still changing stitches each row, so you could still kind of see where that spiral was, but it was much less noticeable. I'm going to show you guys. Where's my seam? Let me just bring this up, because you know those, there it is. I can notice it only because I can notice the tiniest little bit of a difference. I can notice the little hole right there. But when I was doing the slip stitch to join, these were jogged. These colors jog every, so it was like yellow, and then it was orange, and then you had this stepping thing going up, and you could definitely see the, I don't like that. Not the pattern writer's fault. It is just the nature of crochet in the round. It's just the way that it is. And it is the reason why I don't like a lot of crochet hat patterns. I always seek out the ones that aren't going to leave me with that seam. It's personal preference. I don't like it. So I changed that and just did a spiral instead of slip stitching to join. I know that there's an invisible slip stitch thing, and I have tried that one, and it is far better, but I just didn't want to even mess with that. I just went with spiral. That being said, everything else I liked with the pattern, and I highly recommend that you guys give it a shot. And like I said, it inspired me to do a simple version of a triangle with the hooded. I wanted something easy peasy. This was very fast, by the way. I think I finished the whole thing. First time through the pattern. I think the fringe probably took me the longest. I think I did this in like 6 hours, maybe 7 with the fringe. And I know that it's one that once you've done it the first time and you're doing it the second time, you could do it even faster. So it's a quick project, which is lovely. I know that I'm always down for a project that I can finish quickly and get that instant gratification feeling. Also, I will say that I used 2 full skeins of this yarn for all of the crocheting, and I did have to start a 3rd skein for the fringe. Obviously, fringe is optional, but I love the fringe on this. I just thought it had to be that way. And these skeins are, it doesn't tell me yardage. I'm really getting blind in my old age. What is this? It's 360 meters. So I think yards is a little bit more. So just, you're probably gonna need at least 800 yards. I don't know. Is that right? I'm not good with conversions. Anyway, I decided that I wanted to make another with that was just mindless, easy peasy, no changing, no, just the easiest, simplest version. I am going to share this with you guys after I complete this one, and I make sure that I like the way it looks, and because I'm not making this pattern, I'm making a completely different one that's the same shape. So I have to obviously see if my ideas come to fruition and make sure they work. So after I finish this, if I like it and it looks good, then I'll do a little tutorial with you guys on how to make the one that I am making now. And I wanted to use this yarn that I have used before because I have some more of it, and it's really pretty. It's the Premier Spun Colors, and this color is called Rustic. It's very pretty blend. I just loved this blend. This is very similar, I would say, to a Red Heart Boutique as far as the construction of the yarn. It is that kind of thick, thin, one ply spun number. So this one is listed as a number 4 medium. But I had made previously my fire pit mitts with this yarn, this colorway. So I thought, well, you know what? I will make me a matching hooded shawl to match my fire pit mitts. Now these are knit, so I'm not sticking with the same thing, but I have started making a granny. I wanted granny. I needed granny. I like a good granny, and granny is very popular right now. So right now I am working on a granny triangle shawl for the most part. And once I get it to the size that I feel that I'm gonna need, I will join it and I will knit a cowl onto it. Because this is basically a cowl right here that you can use as a hood. So ignore my fun buns. I'm feeling very Princess Leia today, but you guys, this is beautiful. Check this pattern out. And you know, when I saw this, I thought to myself, oh, I don't need to even buy the pattern. I can make that. No, I needed, well, first of all, we need to be supporting each other, okay? Because we all know how we can get overlooked here. So let's support each other and let's buy these patterns. And there's so much detail that she puts into this pattern, guys. I know I'm not the only one who thinks, that looks at things and thinks, oh, I think I can just do that. I think I can, probably, maybe most of the time we can, but guys, she put in a lot of work on this pattern. I mean, it has some details and it's got some stitching that I haven't actually done yet. And it really does translate to a very beautiful, and you know, the camera just doesn't do it justice to see all the beautiful textures you get in this. I really like it, and I'm really glad that I have it. And I will make more to her pattern for sure, because you can't go wrong with this. But I'm also looking forward to playing a little bit and making some different versions with different stitches, because I think there's just so much, anything you can do with the triangle scarf, you know, you can make this way. So anyway, I will definitely let you guys know once I finish this granny stitch version. And like I say, if it comes out and it looks great and wonderful, then I'll film a tutorial for you guys to do this. And in the meantime, get yourself the pattern for the Wild Oleander hooded scarf and make yourself one of these guys. I appreciate you guys coming today. I will see you next time. Be on the lookout. Another video is coming soon. Thank you. Bye.